tell me your connection to autism?
Well, I'm on the board of Autism Speaks. I'm on the board of Job Path, which finds jobs for people with developmental disabilities. I have a family member with autism, and I've been doing this for about 20 years.
Live from Studio 2A in Pix Plaza, this is the Pix 11 News at 5.
It started with the first reward offered to help find Avante.
We offered $5,000, and it quickly grew that day to $100,000.
Gary Mayerson founded the law firm Mayerson and Associates, which is dedicated to enforcing the civil rights of those with autism and other challenges. So touched by the lawyer's effort, Danny made it his business to thank him in person. And during their meeting, he expressed thoughts of going to law school.
What happened with his brother being missing and the whole experience really helped to galvanize his own thoughts, and I think that it became more pressing for him that he had to do something more important with his life.
You were also, I understand, recently named one of the top attorneys in the New York metropolitan area for last year. Your thought on the increased awareness with regards to autism, and should more be done?
Well, autism awareness is obviously the first step. There is tremendous awareness of autism today, much more than it was when I first started 20 years ago, and it's a first step. But you can see that even awareness is not enough when you have something like a safety issue with alarms. We had to do more than that. We had to get the city council involved. Danny and I we supported those efforts, and that's why today there's an Avante's Law.
You hear these reactions, Gary, and you see individuals like Randy who are, just trying to make the world a better place, What's been their response amongst the firm?
I think that we're tapping into something that's really huge. Each year, 50,000 people with autism become adults with autism. And the question is, what's going to happen with their lives? Are they going to be able to be employable? Where are they going to live? So someone like Randy he's really at the cutting edge of what I think is an issue which our country will be wrestling with over the next 20 to 30 years.
Yeah, so what are the tips that you give them?
Well, I tell parents, you know what, if you're going to, you should stand and fight. You'll never change the system if you don't stand up and fight. In order to, if you see that there's bullying in your child's situation, you have to investigate it right away. You have to talk to the teacher. You have to talk to your child. Get copies of the incident reports. Talk to the principal if necessary, and if all else fails, you must seek counsel.
This is Metro Focus.
Children with disabilities are 3 times more likely to be bullied than a neurotypical child. So already you're in a position of vulnerability being in that population. It wasn't so much that they were addressing the bullying in a bad way. They refused to address it, and as the court found, they were stonewalling the parents for 2 solid years here. And the teacher was doing nothing about it, which is the other thing. The reaction of the teacher is hugely important here. Apparently, it was taking their cues from the principal, who was refusing to discuss the subject as well. So you need someone in the inside to give you the truth of what's happening. It might be another parent. It might be your own child. You should talk to your children. You should talk to other parents. You should talk to teachers. You should talk to administrators. And if there is a concern about bullying, even if it's some other child in the classroom that's being bullied, that is an important feature, because it means it could happen to you or to someone else that you love.